Hey there, everybody. Jess here. Just going to do a real quick general reading, not zodiac sign specific. Let's say a quick blessing. We'll find out who it's for and what it's about, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right, we're going to start with this Mary L. Tarot today. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Alrighty. Get the Four of Wands right in the middle of your reading. So the Four of Wands can be an energy of stability. It can be a card of marriage. It can be stability within yourself, within the four walls of your home, all around you. It can also be a divine counterpart, twin flame soulmate union. It's that 1111 twin flame card, the Four of Wands. All right, let's find out what this is about. I have the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like they can't leave somebody behind. Six of Cups in the reverse and the Moon. Oh, what? I see. Someone feels quite stuck in a situation that they're in. They know that they need to move. It's not that they know that they need to do something. It's that they feel that they can't do something. Someone here feels like they can't get out of a situation that they're already committed to. With the Six of Cups in the reverse, this is someone who's either denying a connection that they have to someone. I don't think that's the case. This is someone who is giving up on a soulmate. It looks like it's a secret. This person's trying to think logically about this situation. They understand now a connection that they have to someone, but they feel like they can't talk to that person because they're in a situation that they can't get out of, and they are quite stuck. So I have the World in the reverse. I've got the Page of Swords in the reverse, the King of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, both in the upright. That Page of Swords is in the reverse. Whoever this masculine energy is here, because it's pretty masculine. It doesn't have to be about your gender. You don't have to be male necessarily, but it's a masculine energy here. They feel like they're already committed to something else and they can't get out of it. They have a lot of clarity about their connection to a divine counterpart here. And it feels like it's something that they keep stuffed way down inside of them. They're trying to think logically about this situation. The Page of Swords in the reverse is someone who doesn't feel like they can talk to a person, and so instead they watch them from a distance, usually these days online stalking, not in a malicious way, but someone who feels like they can't talk, therefore they will stalk, meaning they're going to watch all your social media pages, any content that you put out, anything like that. This person feels like they need a plan to get themselves out of this situation, but they're not ready. I have the Emperor out. That's divine masculine energy here. So we got a lot of divine counterpart energy on here. You know what? We always get a ton of divine counterpart energy, like 3 days before the change of the moon, like 3 days before the new moon, 3 days before the full moon. I think we're about there, so this makes sense. This person, okay, let me just get a couple more out with this deck. This person may be over drinking right now. Okay, I see. Just to kind of avoid having to deal with their own thoughts. Yeah. They've made a decision, and the decision, I believe, is to stay in the situation that they're in, because they don't want to disappoint their friends and their family. They don't want to disappoint their community in some way, with that Six of Wands on its side. And I have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. They don't want to hurt someone else. I've got the Lovers under that. This is someone who's had to make a difficult decision in regards to their love life and their true heart. I have the Queen of Swords out here too, and it feels like you, this divine feminine and this divine masculine carry a very telepathic relationship. There's a lot of eyes, specifically green eyes on these cards, you see. And with this Eight of Swords right here, this is the energy of not being able to talk to another person. Okay. Great. That's not that much fun. Well, what do we have to say about this? Because I feel like this masculine energy feels like they're quite stuck and they don't want to break someone else's heart. I understand that, don't you? I get that. Let me get another deck and kind of clarify here a little bit further. I just don't know which one I want to use. I'm going to use this Vice Versa Tarot. I've got the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. That's Pisces energy. And I have this 10 of Cups here on top. This person may have a lot of feelings for their counterpart. And I've got, this is funny. So I have both Pisces energy here. So you or this other person may be Pisceans, or you may, either one of you carry heavy Pisces in your chart. Look, there's the Six of Swords under that again. This person doesn't feel like they can get away from this situation. They're really quite stuck. This person feels very overwhelmed by the feelings that they're feeling for, I'm assuming, their feminine counterpart here. This person has a heavy responsibility to whomever they're in a relationship with currently, and it does feel like they're already in a relationship that they can't get themselves out of. And there's the King of Swords again. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but this person, they're a pretty deep thinker, and they feel like they have nothing to offer, this feminine energy. And if they leave the situation that they're in, their lives will probably fall apart. Oh man, this is depressing me. Oh, I'm so depressed. All right, let's see here. Hang on, let me switch this. I don't like reversals in my readings. If they come out in the reverse, they're definitely meant to, but I try not to start with reversals simply because that's just not fair now, is it? The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Whoever they're in a partnership or a relationship with currently is not happy with them. Whoever they're currently involved with. I've got the Queen of Pentacles. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be those zodiac signs. But the Queen of Pentacles is typically a spouse, a wife, a mother, not necessarily female, not about your gender, but carrying that feminine energy. Someone who is a homemaker, someone that this person may share children with. They're not happy with this masculine energy. Probably because they sense that something's not right inside this masculine energy. There's not the same connection that they had before. Put that aside over there. Shoot. And there's the moon again. There's a lot of verbal conflict between the two of these people, because this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse feels like this Emperor energy is keeping a lot of secrets from them. I feel like whoever this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is, they're also highly intuitive. I feel like they argue a lot, and they argue about the same things over and over again. And they argue about this Emperor not opening up and not talking a lot. I have the Death card in the reverse. At one point, these two individuals were planning to separate from one another, but something happened. It brought them back together. They could have had a baby, a child. They may have multiple children together, but having a new child between them kind of hit a reset button on them, and this masculine energy still did not tell the truth about their feelings for a feminine counterpart. heavy. All right. This masculine doesn't see this feminine counterpart very often. They have a lot of boundaries between the two of them. They certainly don't talk to one another. This is not someone that they're part of their daily lives or anything. This masculine has been trying very hard to focus on their family, to focus on their spouse or their partner. But lately it feels like they've been having a lot of dreams about, and I think this is happening for a lot of counterparts, specifically divine masculines right now, having a lot of dreams about their feminine counterparts. And it's almost like no matter what, they can't stop them, no matter what, it just keeps growing and it keeps building. It's just kind of a downer, guys. And there's that Eight of Swords again, restricted communication. And this Emperor knows that they put their feminine in a very tight spot somehow. I don't know. They clearly didn't tell the truth about their feelings about them. And they, in fact, could have said a lot of things about this feminine to their spouse to appease them, like very negative, unkind things about this feminine energy, just so this Queen of Pentacles would get off their case about it, because they didn't know how to make everyone happy. This masculine, like I said, has a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, and there's a big part of this masculine that is really just trying to keep everybody happy, not have arguments, have a peaceful life. They weren't expecting this counterpart relationship to come into their lives. And when it did, it feels like this Queen of Pentacles over here, who I said is highly intuitive as well, was instantly triggered. And this masculine has done everything they can to say, I'm not attracted to this feminine. But this Queen of Pentacles can see through them. The feminine energy here, whoever the divine feminine is in this connection, is very independent, single, and has completely turned their back on this entire situation. Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress, which is the counterpart to the Emperor. Right. Okay. Aren't you just a little ray of sunshine today, right? Okay. There's been a lot of boundaries between this feminine and this masculine, but it feels like they've either recently run into one another or recently had some small amount of contact. This is someone who says, I see you. And it brought back a lot of feelings. I feel like this feminine energy is kind of on their own. Like they have very little to do with this masculine energy at all. And they're very independent. I was saying that before with that Nine of Pentacles, but I have this Queen of Cups in the upright position, and it feels like with this heron carved on the back of their throne, it feels the heron represents doing things on your own, independence. Someone who says, I will just carry this journey on my own. This feminine energy will go on to meet other soulmates and possibly marry someone else. And this feminine energy, whoever they are or you are, whoever, it feels like they have been trying to manifest a better future for themselves. And this feminine energy has seen from a distance everything that this masculine energy has been going through as well. And I feel like they just took a step back because they wanted everyone to be okay. Both this feminine and this masculine have the very best of intentions. That's what I'm seeing here. I just saw 1444 on the counter. And this feminine doesn't want any conflict. They don't want any conflicted conversations. They don't want to cause drama. They don't want to cause stress in anyone's life. They're just kind of trying to live their own life. And quite honestly, this feminine, oh, geez, you sweetie. This feminine has prayed for this masculine's current situation to be as good as it could possibly be. You sweetie pie. This feminine has a very big heart and loves unconditionally. That's pretty much the Queen of Cups jam right there, is that unconditional love. And they seem to understand that this masculine needs to follow their own path, and that they do too. And so they have essentially just set them free and said, I just want you to be happy. Go and be happy wherever you are. And they're off doing their own thing, this feminine, and making their own plans for the future. But there is this energy of always lingering, like it doesn't seem to matter. It's always there. It's always, and that's a situation with divine counterparts, right? There is always a little piece of them inside of you. I always think of it like the yin and the yang symbol, right? You got the yin, you got the yang, but each one of them has a tiny little piece of the other one in them. So they are, in fact, separate entities, but they carry a piece of one another's soul inside them. That's why they're so easy to recognize. And when you meet them, it'll hit you like a ton of bricks. I just saw 123 on the Google clock over there. That's a reset code. Oh, golly. Let's find out what's going to happen here, because this is... quite honestly, it's pretty nicely orchestrated. It's pretty, it's not very messy right now. But there are a lot of little pieces here. Let me grab this Tarot of Wonderland right here. I just want to know a little bit about what's coming for this situation. I got the Nine of Wands again. That's somebody who's maintaining boundaries, which is good. I think that's a good thing in this situation. And I have the Six of Swords again. That would be the third time out. This masculine, at this point, they're having a lot of conflict in their home. And it's not about this feminine so much as it is about this masculine's feelings for this feminine. Okay. And it's, what was I saying? It's like the same argument over and over and over again. This masculine doesn't know what they can do, what they can say to convince the person that they're with that this isn't happening. Because like I said, whoever they're with is very intuitive. And that Six of Swords is about a physical relocation. It's been out here 3 times, right there, right there, right there. And this masculine, every day they're thinking, I need to leave this situation. No one is happy in this situation. It's starting to affect the family dynamic. It's affecting the mom, the dad, the kids, the dogs, the cats, right? The goldfish. Right. And they can't figure out how to get themselves out of this, though they're so deeply invested, you know. I've got the Magician here. This person feels like they have, this Emperor energy feels like they have to put on almost like a show to compensate and to convince whoever they're with that this is not a thing, it's not happening, it's not real. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse may have gotten a little bit desperate as well to maintain whatever is happening between them and this Emperor. And they're either getting a little bit manipulative, and some of them may have even, oh lordy, done some kind of spell work here. That's Magician energy. I would say it comes from the best of intentions, but at the same time, you can't really do spell work and try to affect someone's free will. It's not, that's when things become black magic. You can't put a spell on someone to keep them or to make them fall in love with you or something like that. That's not a thing. That's controlling behavior, actually. But at this point, this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse doesn't know what else to do. They feel like they're at risk of losing everything, which this is breaking my heart. And I feel like this poor Queen of Pentacles in the reverse just keeps trying and keeps trying and keeps trying to get this Emperor to open up and extend themselves. But it feels like emptiness. It's like they can't quite get it together. There's not an equal exchange here. They once had such a happy relationship. I've got that Ace of Cups and this Three of Swords right under it. But I feel like both of them are starting to feel impending endings here. I don't think anyone in this scenario wanted anything like this. Three of Swords is about breakup and ending, and it's painful. I have the Four of Cups here, which is loneliness inside of a relationship. And what was I saying? It's like this Queen of Pentacles keeps trying to extend their love to this Emperor, and it's just not happening. They're just not receiving it, you see? I've got the Queen of Wands over here in the upright position. This divine feminine energy may be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, not necessarily. There's just an awful lot of attraction. And again, the Eight of Swords for the third time out. No communication. All this masculine energy can do is watch this divine feminine from a distance and wait. Saw that Seven of Pentacles somewhere earlier. I don't know where it went. Anyway, so what is going to happen here? I have the Hierophant that comes out on its side on top of the Six of Pentacles. This is like a crumbling of a contract. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, but it's also the card of marriage. It's a serious commitment. And we have it out here on its side because I have people who are trying to make a decision as to whether or not they want to extend that contract of marriage or not. And this Six of Pentacles is, I feel like this, I really feel like everyone's trying to be fair in this situation. I don't like to ever believe that someone has malicious intentions ever. I know it sounds naive, but I feel like 90% of the time, most people do have good intentions. And when it comes across as them not, it's usually some kind of distortion, either within them or whoever they're interacting with. But I don't feel like anybody wakes up and the first thoughts are, how can I screw up someone's life today? I don't think anyone feels that way. And I feel like everyone in this situation has done their best, but sometimes things run their course and sometimes things need to be changed. Knight of Pentacles again. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and this Emperor energy are kind of on the cusp of ending a major commitment between the two of them and trying to decide how they can possibly divide assets. I feel like this conversation has come up, and if it hasn't come up, oh, my stomach hurts. I feel like it may be coming up for them soon. And again, there's that Nine of Wands, that Wounded Warrior card. I feel like this situation has hurt everyone involved. What is this divine feminine over here? They're just off doing their own thing. If that's you, it feels like you're just focusing on your own work. Some of you may be teachers. Some of you may be business owners. Some of you are you're just working. There's a very telepathic communication or a telepathic bond that this Emperor Empress share, again through dreams and also just through telepathic conversation. And I bet you anything it's really heightened around the moon changes. This divine feminine over here, they've already got it all worked out with this high priestess energy. I've got Pisces one right after the other here, right next to each other. With this high priestess energy, though, I feel like this feminine kind of already knows everything. They kind of already worked it out for themselves, and they've kind of extracted themselves from any of this situation. I feel like their portion of this journey is, I mean, it's not complete. Our journeys are never complete, but I feel like they feel like their interaction in this situation scenario is kind of non-existent at this point. Yeah. This emperor is highly attracted physically, emotionally, mentally, and truly spiritually attracted to this feminine energy. There's no help for it. No. This masculine, maybe so as bad to say this feminine's name while they're sleeping or while they're doing other things. There's just an awful lot of sexual attraction. And obsession. This masculine may, oh man, this masculine may be caught frequently looking at this feminine social media pages or something like that on Facebook or Instagram, something like that. And I've got the World card on its side. This masculine is really afraid that their truth is going to come out, and because you got the World in the reverse here and you got it on its side here, and it's going to turn their lives upside down. They're going to lose a lot. They're going to lose everything. Oh boy. I feel like this masculine and this Queen of Pentacles over here, they were planning to end their relationship several months ago, years ago, decades ago for some of you. But it was held together by family and children. Yeah. Just saw 2818 on the counter. But there is a real feeling of loneliness between this Emperor and this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And a lot of conflict. And I think at this point, both of them are really quite ready to move on from one another. They just can't figure out how to. They can't figure out how to either separate assets, or it really is like dissolving a family union. And that is horrible. It's heavy. And I have the Empress out in the reverse now. I feel like whoever this divine feminine is, they have dealt with the brunt of this whole situation. Like I said, I feel like this masculine may have said a lot of things about this feminine just to kind of pretend like they didn't have these feelings. And I feel like this feminine, this Empress, it's no wonder they have gone off on their own and they are so independent at this point because it feels like their reputation was the most damaged by this entire situation. This masculine, it feels like they were able to maintain some kind of family dynamic over here with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, but this feminine is extremely independent at this point. And I'm hearing this feminine say, you know what, it was horrible. Oh, but it made me who I am. Was that like those character building lessons? I hate those things. Yeah. Here's the thing though. There are a lot of unions taking place this year. And it feels like this particular scenario, whoever you are, it feels like y'all have run out the clock on this, and it feels like it went into like double, triple overtime over here. Somebody hit the snooze button a couple of times, and it feels like it's time to make these changes. This masculine, I think, has finally become awakened. They are pretty clear on how they really feel, and they understand they're eventually going to have to tell the truth here. They understand that they have a lot to lose here. And it feels like it's a timing issue. Now I've got the King of Cups up there in the upright position, and I feel like they have a lot of feelings that they just simply don't express. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energy. We've got heavy Pisces on the table. We got a lot of Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Got some hammering going on somewhere. I feel like this is about to bubble over for this masculine energy. And I think they recognize that they can't keep doing the same thing every day. They can't keep having the same fights every day. Like I said, the goldfish is starting to experience anxiety because of this Emperor and Queen of Pentacles arguing. And this masculine may be developing some obsessive thoughts about this feminine, and that happens in divine counterpart situations, especially in the early stages of awakening to the connection. Can be stressful. Yeah, I have the Justice card that comes out there. There may be a divorce coming, and this Queen of Pentacles is in the upright position here. And I got the Ten of Pentacles under that. I think this Queen of Pentacles will be keeping the house. Yeah, they're not happy. They're pretty upset. This Queen of Pentacles may be the one that files paperwork. I feel like this masculine waited too long and stayed a little longer. Well, you can't say they waited too long or stayed too long or anything. It just is what it is. I feel like time's up and there's about to be a lot of changes. I have the Eight of Wands there and there with this Hanged Man here and here. I feel like this masculine energy was kind of waiting for this Queen of Pentacles to make that decision for them because they weren't really brave enough to do it on their own. And there's your Tower moment where everything falls apart. Wow, you guys are a little bit of a downer today. I have to be honest with you. But you know what? This is heavy stuff, right? Heavy stuff, but it looks like in the end it works out the way it's supposed to, because isn't that how it always does? These divine counterpart situations are character building, to say the least, but they put people through a lot. And it feels like, and it's really not about destruction, it's about creation. The Tower is a core, it's yes, when the lightning strikes the tower, it causes it to crumble, and then we have to rebuild it from a very brand new beginning. A new foundation has to be laid, right? But the Tower is not just one of those shock and awe crumbling moments. It's course redirection. It's one of those moments that gets you back onto the track that you're meant to be on ultimately. or on to the next track you're meant to be on, you know. We're always continually ascending and having to make changes and having to learn from those changes and those choices in our lives. And this is just one of those things. This feminine over here, they're pretty quiet. This feminine kind of cracks me up a little bit. You may be an Aquarius, and then I've got that High Priestess out there. This feminine has been doing fairly well for themselves. Again, establishing a lot of independence. I've got that Two of Pentacles. This feminine says, man, I just got my life back on track. I just got myself back into balance. I can't manage another single thing. And here comes all this mess. There you go. But this feminine is highly intuitive. Highly intuitive. You may be a healer. You may carry some kind of a fame template on you where whatever it is you do is out and about in the wide open. You may be a singer, songwriter. You may be an artist. You could be a tarot card reader. I'm sure a lot of you are out there. But there's someone who's kind of always known the way this was going to go down. Very psychically developed. And I think that this feminine energy has just been trying to work on themselves, work on their own life, and create some kind of balance. And then here comes this big old mess right there straight for you, poor divine feminine. All right, hang in there. You'll be all right. You got more character to develop as well, I suppose. This feminine, divine feminine knew that this was going to happen. Yeah, this Three of Wands, I've got it here and I've got it here for both the masculine and the feminine. They both knew. It was just a waiting game. It was a timing issue right there. See, he's checking his little pocket watch right there. Well, the ships are just about in, so brace yourself. I've got the Temperance card on here. Quite honestly, I think this masculine energy has no intention of creating discord for this feminine energy over here. I feel like they only want to lend more balance to the situation. They want to help this feminine. And that is the point of these divine unions, isn't it? It's to achieve something that helps the human soul's evolution ultimately, doesn't it? Alrighty, I'm gonna cut you loose because this was heavy, and if you are any of these people, I'm gonna pray for you. You should probably pray for you too. All right, I will catch up with you soon. Mwah.